We now have a presentation from Research Team 325, which deals with best practices for succession planning, titled Preparing for the Great Succession Recession. The team explored best practices for investing in succession planning for lower-level technical personnel. Here to present their findings are Kathy Pileggi, CH2M Vice President and Senior Human Resource Director for Global HR Delivery, and Carlo Zani, Regional Director, Engineering Operations at Day & Zimmerman.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
In a world of an aging workforce, construction project leaders are vanishing into retirement.
I'm too old for this
job.
I'm getting too old for this.
Company.
I'm getting too old for this.
Construction industry.
A talent cliff rests on the horizon.
See? The cliffs of insanity!
Is the industry prepared or headed for a crash? Who will lead your projects safely into the future? Who can you hire?
Join me. With our combined strength, we can bring order to
The construction industry.
I'll never join you.
I'm gonna go work for Google.
When your helpful successors leave you deserted, who will be left? This guy?
Everybody my age pees their pants. It's the coolest.
This guy? Or this guy?
Loud noises!
Will you find the one?
Wilson! Wilson!
Will you find the hero?
Because it's the hero
This company
deserves.
One research team risks it all.
9 companions.
So be it. You shall be the Fellowship of
succession planning.
Right. When are we...
Eating dinner?
One team tries what's never been done before.
So what do you need?
Data.
Lots of
Data.
Neo, no one has ever done anything like this.
That's why it's going to work.
By wielding the power of big data, a lone research team seeks to save us all. But will it work? Together, they face a challenge like no other. A fight for our future. Can we plan for what's to come? Can we survive the Great Succession Recession? Are you prepared for this? Coming to a breakout session near you.
Well, from that, thank you. We appreciate those that we've planted to laugh at our video, so thank you for that. After that provocative video, let me ask the question, if you're facing similar scenarios to these, such as, is your business growing faster than you can find qualified project managers? Maybe you're losing some of your top talent to the competitors, or maybe your best project manager has just stated his intent to retire. Maybe you have no plans to backfill positions, nor have you identified successor candidates for key positions within your company. If you're facing any of these scenarios, you may be experiencing succession recession. Hello, my name is Kathy Pileggi. I'm with CH2M, and as a member of Research Team 325, we surveyed CII member companies to understand your use of succession planning. What we found from our survey is that 70% of you say that you do in fact have a talent management mindset within your firm. And while that's very positive news, only 50% of you say that you have a formal succession plan in place. 30% of the companies surveyed say that they do hold their leadership accountable to succession planning, but only 10% use metrics to define the transition process. And all of that is only for senior and executive level positions. We found that the project management role is of critical importance to the success of a project. Yet, we found little consistent evidence of succession planning at the project management level and levels below. Therefore, research team 325 sought to focus on succession planning for project managers and specifically on the contractor side. This slide depicts the 4 stages of a project manager's life cycle, beginning with education, early, mid, and late career. The 11 bullet points here show the previous CII research teams who have focused their efforts on project management skills and knowledge transfer. Yet, research team 325 chose to focus on succession planning for project managers and early indicators of future success at the early and mid-career stages. So at this point, I'd invite Carlo Zani to come up and share with you what we will be presenting at our breakout session today and in the morning.
Thanks, Kathy. As Kathy has highlighted, succession planning for the project manager level and below may be a major gap in your succession planning process today. Therefore, our research has focused on understanding current industries, practices, the drivers for project management success, and the typical career progression steps leading up to a project manager level. The results of our research yielded 4 specific findings and recommendations: a need for a comprehensive succession planning work process, leading indicator success for project managers, a tool to help us identify more candidates, which also led us to 3 filters for succession planning inclusion, and the use of a 9-box for helping us map potential. Let's take a quick look at our work process map. Our recommended 6-phase, 24-step work process is a summarization of many industry resources and provides a simple chart for member companies to consider and implement. Like many of CII's tools, the more steps you implement, the greater the value gained. Whatever level of usage of the 6-phase, 24-step process your company currently implements, RT325 recommends the addition of 1 specific step: identify candidates in the pool for specific roles. This 1 step, along with our other tools, can expand the number of potential candidates available for succession planning. It's what we are calling the extra 2% effort. In addition to a succession planning work process, our research looked at the early indicators of success for future project managers. We examined a multitude of personality and assessment tools available in the industry for assessing behavioral traits. With over 60 specific evaluation factors that we looked at, we found 1 predominant trait that consistently showed up in project manager success. This surprised us. We were thinking a whole lot more of those traits would be indicators of project managers. But what we have uncovered here is potentially a critical early indicator of success for future project managers. After compiling the raw data, a formula was developed, but more importantly, a set of filters for helping us screen potential project manager candidates emerged. But rather filters to exclude, these filters gave us another look at your personnel pool to potentially include previous candidates that may have been overlooked in the past. Our findings also recommend using a 9-box tool to help us chart individual growth potential to the typical employee performance evaluation that is based on current performance. Let's take a quick look at a 9-box. As you know, what we'll show here is along the bottom axis is the typical performance of needs improvement to exceeds expectations. What we're also recommending is mapping the potential from limited to high. And as we go through this process, We find that our high potential candidates usually exist in the upper right-hand corner, those that exceed expectations and have high potential for growth. What we also find is in the lower left-hand corner is those candidates who may be at risk. In the breakout session, we will certainly help you walk through the steps to how to effectively use a 9-box tool, along with the opportunity to practice the tool. In addition, we'll also explore the work process map. We'll give you a little background on our secret formula that we developed, which led us to the indicator of success for a project manager and the filters of how to use them. Whoops. Thank you. How do you go backward? There we go. Thank you for listening, and we look forward to seeing you at one of our breakout sessions. Kathy Pileggi will be our monitor for the sessions this afternoon at 4 p.m. and tomorrow at 9:45 p.m. Our panelists will include Anthony Pernaut from University of Oklahoma, Avi Wiesel for Arizona State University, myself from Day & Zimmerman, Cindy Harris from CDI Corp., Kenneth Sullivan from Arizona State University, and Kevin Porter from Lawrence Engineers and Constructors. We will be meeting in the National Harbor 1213 at those times. Thank you again.